First of all, if you're not immersed in tech, then you have lost your damn mind.
This is Trust, MPR.
Technology is the future, right? As we continue to find ways to redevelop our communities, invest in our communities, solve issues in our communities, tech is the way to go.
Black people do care about technology. As you can clearly see, there are more black coders, more opportunities for engineers, and I think we'll find a way to adapt.
I think it goes beyond the typical conversations around diversity. Everyone knows that there's a diversity problem in tech. We wanted to know what's next, what happens next.
One of the things that tech is supposed to be doing is that it's supposed to be innovative. So it's not just innovation in product, it's innovation in the culture itself and the lifestyle itself.
Technology moves very quickly. We are generally aiming at different targets. I think it's taken us a minute to grasp that this is where we need to be.
I'm here because these are the people who have committed themselves not just to hustling. These are people who want to own, have equity, and have power in this game.
I'm very much an entrepreneur. I'm about the bag, but also I come from a family that's very like social justice oriented.
Figure out a problem, solve the problem.
If you go to the places around the world where a lot of people look like us, the majority of them do not have access to sustainable energy.
So when you talk about Jessica Matthews, who's a black woman who's already raised $1 million, what are her challenges after she's already quote unquote made it? How do you take it to the next level? How do you help people take their ideas and, transform them to the next level? And that's what we're all about here at AfroTech.
Yo, we need to stop being afraid of owning this shit. Hi, I'm a black girl, and I'm running a motherfucking power company.
Hey guys, we're here in San Francisco for the second annual AfroTech conference where founders, techies, and employees all connect in the name of tech.
What is AfroTech? Tech touches everything, and black culture touches everything, so it's just really a combination of those two things.
It is black people in technology finding ways to help each other drive change in technology, right? And create their businesses and support each other and invest in each other. So it's like, it gives me chills.
If you want to make a difference in this industry, don't go for something safe. You can hide out and you can do your job in a little corner, sit in your cubicle, and you're going to be fine. But what you should be doing is driving towards innovation.
We are transmitting data over sound. This is a black invention, and it's changing the world.
You can change the world like that, and I think for all of these people to start coming and taking advantage of the opportunities that are here, they're gonna have to start seeing more examples, we're gonna have to start sharing more information.
You're really able to make an impact on people's lives so they can see what they can achieve, that they can use the blueprint of your struggles and your victories to be able to apply that to their own lives and be able to build their own companies.
I've been super impressed with Blavity, what they've been able to do. I meet great founders here. We've funded founders that I've met here. This conference is all about actually making good connections.
This is a new frontier, and we got a room full of pioneers in the tech space that it wasn't made for them. There was not really room for us.
We need to stop being afraid of being global powerhouses in the areas that people don't want us to, because they know once we got that, we got everything.
Definitely knowing that all of this is like here for me is like a little overwhelming, but also exciting. So just to see like all the opportunities that are available for me, just not even when I leave college, but just like at the end of this year, is amazing. Yeah.
It's just a really validating experience. Morgan's done a great job in the Blavity team at creating a safe space that allows us all to see each other and realize we're not all tokens, we're not alone. So this is really a sanity play, I think, as much as anything. This taps into everybody's mental health as we're all struggling to figure out how to survive and do this thing.
The conversation I want us to be having is around skills. What skills do we need? How do we train people for tomorrow? And knowing that things of today might be futile.
A lot of times we think about automation and artificial intelligence as removing jobs, but when you can do more, you can create more, and when you create more, you can hire more people.
But if you want to be innovative and you want to be a thought leader and you want to change things, figure out a freaking problem and solve it. Start your own stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to start the pitch competition.
I spend all my time at work investing and seeking out disruptive and exciting businesses run by passionate entrepreneurs. That's what drives me.
One thing I'm really looking for is strong tech. So I want founders who want to be able to use tech to get more customers, deliver a better service.
I am the founder and CEO of Drop. Drop provides an immersive internet searching and browsing experience designed and optimized for virtual and augmented reality.
Building a startup is hard. There is a community, There's a community of creators and culture builders who actually want to see innovation happen.
Even with my company, for example, we took a manual process and we automated it. I'm a former professional athlete, and I'm the CEO and founder of DisputeDoc. Now what DisputeDoc is just the first automated platform to improve your credit scores. There's ways to simplify processes.
I am the CEO of Swivel Beauty. We're a mobile app that makes it easier for women of color to find the best hairstylist for their hair type and texture and book appointments all in one place. Being around people that want to help each other and support each other in their growth in this community is the #1 thing that we can do. We can solve our own problems, but come together to do that as a community.
So I think sometimes tech feels distant and like something we can't understand, but when we're passionate, and we've seen this for multiple entrepreneurs, that when we're passionate about an idea, we find ways to figure out and learn tech.
Possip harnesses the power of parent gossip for schools. We bring the ranting and bragging that usually happens on Facebook into schools in a constructive way, using a texting chatbot and weekly automated reports.
When you kind of look at the history of innovation, it was always kind of struck by some type of lightning of curiosity. When Phil Knight was building Nike, it was like, what happens if we actually use a Japanese running shoe instead? And if we can start teaching that and ingraining that in our kids, I think that we can prepare for the next wave of technology jobs.
There's a wave right now, and the wave is technology.
Now you can have way more minority-owned businesses because technology has taken out a lot of the barriers to entry.
More and more African Americans are getting funded, more companies are being started.
Like, I didn't know until I did research that the techies, they getting that bag. Like, they're not coming home with anything less than like 100,000.
I feel a certain way as a African-American founder who has a tech startup. I hire developers and they come, and a lot of times people that look like me don't walk through the door, and I know that I have to pay out these salaries that are pretty high. I have friends that do jobs and they don't make this type of money.
Being a minority one, and then like someone who always wants to have that basic skill set, and like no one would like really trust you at that entry-level position. Like, what gets you through that door?
Networking is extremely important. Find people like myself that can advocate for you. Right? So, if you say, hey, I'll give you a card today, right? I'll give you a card. Then give me a holler, and what I'll do is, hook you up with the right people. And there are numerous black folks in organizations that would love to help younger black folks get in.
Wow.
You gotta be where the wave is.
That's it.
First of all. Right?
Show up.
Right. Being in the right place at the right time is, maybe 75% of the battle.
Yeah.
Right? Just be there. Because then you're going to bump into people, you're going to meet people. Those people are going to transfer information to you, right? You're going to learn. The next thing you know, you're making progress, right? That's just how it happens.
Drum roll, please, drum roll, please, drum roll, please. Let's give it up for the winner of the inaugural AfroTech Pitch Startup Competition. Give it up for DisputeDoc, DisputeDoc.
It's definitely amazing. We had a great idea. We really believe strongly in what we're doing, financial literacy, and helping to improve and empower people to improve their credit scores.
A real community is generous with itself and each other, and allows us to look behind the curtain to understand how we can really form something and keep our dollar in our community in a way that is really useful, productive.
We have to think about us. A lot of these other communities, they understand the value of relationships. So if we focus on information and relationships, we'll always be able to have some kind of wealth.
AfroTech is no longer Blavity's responsibility. It's every single person in this room's responsibility.
In order to protect the bag, in order to keep this money in our community, in our hands, is going to take us caring about us.